Ryan, aka Ryamino. Hi, how are you doing today?
Doggo, I'm doing pretty good. I can't lie. I'm excited.
Let's get some important info out of you for this lovely series, Mortal Brutality. How should we do that, huh?
Okay, well, waterboarding me might work. If you want to get any info out.
Yeah, no, I guess that would be an effective method. I was thinking a kind interview would be a way that we could go about that, but that's also an option, yeah.
It's slightly less fun.
I got a couple questions for you. First things first, we're going into a new series. We're going to go see these characters again in the return of all this. What was it like to step back into Dorian's shoes?
I think the audience is going to see a different side of Dorian because I definitely felt it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a natural slip.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it wasn't that hard to get back into that character. Just reading through the scripts and everything.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you though. It was a while ago when I recorded those lines, so it's going to be a shock for me to revisit them.
Yeah.
I really do think though. I like to say I did a good job. I, not to butter my own toast or anything.
No, I'm certain. I'm certain you did good. You did great last time, and we're very excited to see your performance in this one as well.
Oh, says you, buddy.
Maybe just give a little bit of a rundown from how he kind of was from Series 1 to Series 2, and what the progression's like. What's his impact in the story going to be like?
There's going to be a lot of character development here. I mean, Louis is just perfect at getting an arc for each character, even though we have got a pretty stacked cast.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely think that Dorian has a big impact. And I think Ronnie's death from the previous season definitely carries. It's like a ghost.
Yeah.
No pun intended, because he is dead. Carrying on throughout this whole season. And it definitely haunts Dorian's narrative.
Yeah.
And, we could expect, some family values returning for the guy.
Mm-hmm. This definitely plays into another question I had for you. Ronnie was unfortunately assassinated by this mysterious masked figure. Dorian is a sort of suspicious guy throughout the entire series. Do you think he's a likely suspect? And can you prove that it wasn't him?
Now, okay, let's go to writing here, because it's so important to know that the suspicious character, the character you're led up to suspecting, sometimes, most often is not the one. You're being misled.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Louis knows this. So, he could subvert things. But, I'm meant to be defending Dorian here.
Uh-huh.
I do think that Dorian has a sweet side. I do think he's not a monster. There is a limit he won't cross.
Mm-hmm.
He'll play with people, but I don't think he's a killer.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, that definitely adds up. You can see that throughout his characterization of the series. The actions he'll take and the lengths he'll go is a large part of his character, and it's gonna be very fun to see what he does in Series 2. Now, if I'm correct, for Series 1, you actually got to see most of the scripts beforehand. Is it true that this time you don't actually know anything at all?
Yep. I have been given very little information, other than my lines, of course. I had to record those.
Yeah.
But, for the first season, I was very much involved in checking through the scripts and knowing who the killer was months beforehand. And, this time, I'm finding out mostly everything, along with the audience, along with the rest of the cast. Mm-hmm. It is literally just Louis and Ava who know everything. And that excites me almost. It frustrates me a little bit because I want to know everything. But I get it. And it will be worth it.
It honestly almost leads more into, Dorian's character, where, he was so schemy in this first one, but now he's in this position where he's on the back foot for once. And it kind of, I imagine, bleeds into the performance where now, he used to know more things than he was supposed to, but now he's left in the dark just as the audience was.
Oh, yeah.
Almost making him more of a relatable character, I'm excited to see him. Now, we're here at the very end of this interview. I have to ask this question. Who do you think the killer will be in Mortal Brutality Series 2?
Ooh, okay. Alright. Let's see here. Based on what I've seen, I think it will be Lou.
Definitely. He has... There's all, in all fairness, I think Louis really does play it up very well, where each character is suspicious in their own right, but I certainly suspected him very hard during Series 1. I am excited to see how that goes. I know my answer for this question. Julian, of course, is going to come back as a ghost,
Ooh.
and it's going to take on a new paranormal route in Series 2. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Dude, how did you know? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I mean, I asked you earlier about if he gave you the scripts. He gave me the scripts, and actually, I'm the writer now. Yeah, no. And I decided that let's make it, instead of Mortal Brutality, maybe Julian Brutality. I feel like that was maybe a better name for the series, and, we're just going to go with that route.
I'm liking this vision.
For the rest of the series, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, of course.
But of course, thank you so much for joining me to this interview, It was a great time talking with you, and I can't wait to see Mortal Brutality Series 2 coming out pretty soon. Please tune in, everyone. This is going to be something to remember. Series 1 was great. This one gets even better.
Oh yeah, tune your sets.
Do you have any final words for the audience?
Strap in, get prepared, make sure you have a bucket of popcorn each night the episode comes out, and just enjoy.
Exactly. All right. Thank you for tuning in.